was a regular Animal Jam day. I decided that I had nothing else to do, so I logged in. It was an update Thursday, where there was an update every 2 Thursdays. I checked it out, but it looked a bit different instead of its normal exciting self. It said, 6 dead bodies in the hot cocoa hut. It had a picture of the hot cocoa hut with police lines saying, "Do not cross." What the heck? I decided to go to Mount Janvier to look at the mess. As I expected, there were cameras everywhere, a news reporter, and the hot cocoa hut blocked off by police tape. I decided, being my normal mischievous self, to sneak in. I don't know what I was thinking. I decided to venture off into the forbidden hot cocoa hut. I could see some HHQ workers in there, like Snowy Cloth. I didn't want them to catch me and me get in big trouble, so I decided to sneak past and hide. It was very hard because I had to dig a hole. Well, being a fox, it was actually pretty easy, I guess. Some say it was, some say it wasn't. I decided to hide under the hot cocoa machine since it was the biggest place I could hide in. When it started impaling me a bit, I decided to go under the table holding the whipped cream and marshmallows. I could see a mysterious figure walking past me, and it wasn't a police or the news reporter. It had these paws with a secret color as the first color, and a purplish color like on the rare headdress, the second color. I could see the sleeves of a blue beta hood on it. A beta coat. I didn't want to get caught by the mysterious figure. I didn't know who or he or she was. But I was not going to be caught by him or her. So I hid as still as I could. Somehow the figure knew where I was, and he or she peeked under the table and looked at me. I knew that I was going to be in big trouble, but instead, the figure just stared. Nothing. It didn't move. It didn't talk. It was just empty and looked hollow. This big hood covering its eyes. I could see some gleaming red in the darkness of the hood, so I could tell that the eyes were red. Then, in a big echoing voice, it said, "Want some hot cocoa?" I learned not to take cocoa from strangers, but this was Animal Jam, and it was just pixels. I decided why not? I could use some hot cocoa. So I asked for some with milk chocolate and some cinnamon sticks, marshmallows, in a green goblet. It looked very tasty, and I couldn't resist just digging into it. First, I popped in the marshmallows, then I chewed on the peppermint sticks until they were nothing, and I drank all of it. The wolf was fascinated at how quickly I had the cocoa, because I loved cocoa. He said, or she said, that they were fascinated by the things I do. He could tell that I made videos. I realized that it was a he because it said that it was a he. He said that his brothers and sisters abandoned him, so he had to go and build the hot cocoa hut in the beta days. Wait, he built the hot cocoa hut? How is he not like super old? But Animal Jam only lasted like 6 years. So this wolf was, I don't know, probably in its teens. So we got to know each other, and still I started getting a queasy feeling. My vision turned blurry. I could see the wolf take off his hood, revealing nothing. Just nothing. The blackness of his face was still black, just his red gleaming eyes. That was crazy. He looked very happy all of a sudden, but not a good happy, a bad happy. Satisfied, like a snake when it knows its victim is going to die. Uh-oh. My throat started burning. My stomach started getting really hot. I didn't know what was going on. There was a bitter taste in my mouth, and it tasted like cherry cough medicine, or maybe even worse. I gagged a bit. I choked a bit until I passed out. Silence. When I woke up, I was in the hospital of Jama in Kimbara Outback. The doctor was saying, yes, we'll call Lisa right away on his walkie-talkie. I was in a bed. He said, "Ma'am, you have survived a very unlikely thing that could have killed you. You are very lucky." I weakly smiled. "You have encountered food poisoning, and you are going to be okay. Lisa has come over with some healing powers. Most of those patients don't survive, and they die too quickly, but you are going to be all right. It seems like the police are trying to track down the suspect who caused this. They suspect that it's some weird wolf in a hood. But I don't know. That was the wolf who had poisoned me. I told him the description of the wolf. He said, "Yes, we'll look for that wolf. Right away, ma'am." I got up weakly. It seems like forever since that incident happened, but it was only a few hours away. When I fully recovered, I went home, locked my doors, and never invited any strangers in.